Who knows what love is? Your Dare to Dreams definition? It's unconditional. I think our parents love us unconditionally, regardless of how angelic or how demonic we are. Everything else is so subject to conditions. As long as he's faithful, I'll be with him. If she's good in bed, I might stick around a little bit longer. If he's genuinely a nice guy, I might take this to the next level. If she doesn't say yes, I'll move on to the next. Blah, blah, blah. When someone says, I might be lucky, I say, how can I be lucky? The man who loved me the most is not in this world anymore. My acting teacher, Galore, used to say, losing a parent is like losing a leg. Meaning, if you've lost a parent, you're handicapped for life. I concur with Galore, because that's not going to change, ever. It's funny, given today's day and age, when everything is replaceable, you can change anything. Everything can be altered, enlarged, reduced, enhanced, chopped off, can be added to, can be subtracted from. There is still something that remains irreplaceable, the parental units. So if you have your pair of legs intact, hold on to them tight. You may not get to for long. After all, they are the very reason of our existence, the very reason we came into being. While waiting in a green room once during a show, one of the fellow performers got a call from her dad. As she was looking at it, I saw her cell phone screen flash, "Dad calling." I exclaimed, "Hey, your dad is calling." She goes, "Yeah, I'll call him back later." I said, "You are so lucky. You still can call him back whenever you'd like to talk to him." It's so bizarre. Inadvertently, I keep dialing Pampers Audaciously's number, as I can never remember Most Lovable's cell number. Knowing only too well, he's not going to answer my calls now. Ever. Serves me right, I guess. As a kid, if your Dare to Dream wanted anything, all I had to do was to let Pampers Audaciously know. Or in the worst case, throw a few tantrums, or even cry a little bit, until I get it, which I did, eventually. He's named Pampers Audaciously for a reason. But once you grow up, you realize none of that works anymore. No amount of crying or throwing tantrums is going to get you what you want. That life is not a bed of roses, nor is it a cakewalk that you otherwise believed it to be, all this while as you thoroughly enjoyed living under the protective care of your dad's roof. And instead of counting your blessings, you took it all for granted. Your Dare to Dream was Pampers Audaciously's little princess. Not in the sense that I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth or anything. More in the sense that I was always granted my wish. That's also why lovably Pampers nicknamed me Her Highness, that I alluded to in the preface. And in my college dorm, that's what earned me the epithet Daddy's Spoiled Brat. Ouch. 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 Your Dare to Dream was like an untamed horse, mare, a tomboy, always doing things to get higher than cis approval ratings in the eyes of Pampers audaciously, in a futile attempt to win the place that he had otherwise given to his content, submissive, and docile daughter, lovably Pampers. Although, when I confronted him if my inference was correct, he denied all accusations, explaining how he loved the two of us the same, unconditionally. How the two of us were like his two hands, and that he couldn't love one hand over the other. But Dad, you were right-handed, so I guess that's why it's unconditional love. Enough about the last leg. No, I can never talk enough about you, Dad. But I have to draw a line somewhere. Otherwise, we'll never finish. Sounds good? Moving on to the other leg, or most lovable. There's a reason she's named most lovable, for which we'll have to go back to the question we started this journey with. What is love? And this time I'll quote my college roommate's mom, Gives 2 cents. Gives 2 cents used to say, love is not compromise, love is sacrifice. And I concur with Gives 2 cents. In the chapter, What's the Hype About Driving in LA? Yours truly propounded the ingenious theory that the fair sex are from heaven. If that left you wondering why so, it's on account of the God's gift of a heart that makes them selflessly sacrifice their whole lives for their loved ones. We humans call them our mom, better half, sister, daughter, girlfriend. God calls them His angels. What do you say to a woman who has sacrificed her whole life to raise you? Clearly, sacrifice is not my style. Nothing I say or do can even remotely measure up to what Most Lovable has done for me. So all you lovely mouse potatoes out there, next time we see our moms, wives, sisters, daughters, girlfriends, friends, with or without benefits, let's sincerely thank them for all their sacrifices. Let's sincerely thank them for all their love that they bring in our lives, thereby making it meaningful. Love, actually, without which nothing means anything. We have our folks to thank for all the more, for they decided to bring us into this beautiful world. We tend to take that for granted as well. Not everyone is so fortunate to be born into this beautiful world. Not everyone is so fortunate as we are to get to see this beautiful creation of God's. So this one is to all the parents out there. Thank you for giving this world the definition of love. And hey, don't forget to share your definition of love with your Dares to Dream, okay?